we're the Buccaneers. Ho, 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 we're the Buccaneers. Offense, defense. Now we're here to say, make the walk the plank. Throw 'em in Tampa Bay. Bay, 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 Bay,
Tampa, hey, get Tampa, hey, I say Tampa, hey, get Tampa, hey, we the Bucs. You know they brought the crew, so we gotta turn them up. No matter if we run, roll, the offense on the roll, and the defense can't stop, and they screaming, let's go. Get it, got it, he gone. That boy took that thing down to the end zone. And the only thing on my mind is just bucking your time, and I'ma ride. Let's go Tampa, hey, get Tampa, hey, I say Tampa, hey, get Tampa, hey. Not fire the cannons, I wanna hear them go. The other team better hurry up and lead them. Fly right past them, let them running like. Put a big hit on them, make the crowd go. Now raise the flags, cause I wanna see them. Gotta make sure the other team fans see it. And the only thing on my mind is just bucking your time, and I'ma ride. Now let's go Tampa, hey, get Tampa, hey, I say Tampa, hey, get Tampa, hey.
What's happening, Buck fans, Buck Nation, crew? We just recapped day 2. Well, recapped, so you can tell we're tired.
Hey, long day. But what a day.
What a day it was. Loaded with interviews. We didn't get everybody, but that's okay. And we had some great conversations with Shelton Quarles.
Yeah.
Streaming live, you guys saw it. Ken Dilger came on. We had a great conversation with Ken Dilger. Shelton Quarles was to end the day.
Yeah.
So we started off really good, and we ended it with a bang with Shelton. I can't wait to get some of these interviews out. Chidi came on. We had a great conversation with Chidi. Nick Jackson.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First guy to speak out about the Mike Evans
Be on the lookout for that episode.
Yeah.
He's the first guy to speak on the Mike Evans departure. No other Tampa Bay Buccaneers player has spoken about this publicly on video. He's going to be the first guy. You'll hear his thoughts pretty soon.
Yeah, Shaun King, the legend.
Quarterback, yep.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to get Keenan on, but Keenan just gave like an Irish goodbye. He left. We'll get him back.
We got a good amount of guys. It's okay.
It was fun, and it's nice because we got to listen to the perspective of the off season of both sides. You know, we listened to retired players, a lot of good, interesting point of views that and nobody was the same. Everybody was kind of
different.
Yeah, it was cool to see that. Shaun King had an interesting take. Chidi had some interesting takes. But Shelton Quarles, I really liked talking with him because of the simple fact that he's there. He's in the front office.
He's third in command. He's the senior director of football operations, high up in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers front office. We got to pick his brain. Smart guy, really nice guy as well, man. That's a really good episode. So the Nick Jackson they're all good.
Yeah.
But the Nick Jackson, Shelton Quarles is my favorite of the day.
I pressed Shelton Quarles about David Bailey. Safe to say that we probably won't be drafting David Bailey. But it was good, man. And with the Shaun King, that started off amazing. Shaun King come on. Shaun King was awesome. He was not afraid to speak his mind.
He was not afraid. I got distracted.
No, you're good. You're good. So as you can see in the back, we're getting ready to wrap up. It was a great day, man. It was a busy day. I'm not gonna lie. Just
Busy is good.
Yeah.
Busy.
And then the best part was to eat. Because my stomach, while we were interviewing Shelton Quarles, my stomach was growling. I was like, I hope he's not hearing this, man. Because I was starving. Like, this morning, I woke up a little bit late. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. I was trying to get up for 5. Because when it comes down to interviewing these people, like, you guys out there, you don't understand. Like, there's a lot that goes. There's a lot that goes into this stuff. Like, you gotta be on it. You gotta know your stuff. You gotta know your shit. And because you don't want to look like an idiot when you're interviewing these guys.
You got to do your research. You got to know these guys. Yep.
And thankfully, I've been a Bucs fan for a long time. Like, it was pretty easy, talking to Shelton, and it was pretty easy to talk even with Nick Jackson. I like what Nick Jackson had to say, and you guys really stay tuned. Subscribe to the Frozen Empire podcast and Fear the Bay, because like I said, nobody else is doing it like we're doing it. Like we talk to these guys, we talk to the players here, and we have a good instinct and insight of what's going on.
I think also sometimes people might be afraid to ask certain questions. I think,
I'm
like,
not
for
afraid.
example, I asked, you'll see this in the video, we talked about, originally I had Nick Jackson making my final 53-man roster, and I bring up the fact that he didn't make the roster. What happened was John Bullock got the spot ahead of him because of special teams, but he gave a great answer on his attitude towards special teams. Because if you want to make the league and you're an undrafted kind of guy, you got to make an impact on special teams. I really like what he said about his attitude towards special teams. That's good stuff there.
Yeah, and he had a lot of positive things to say about Mike.
Smart kid, he's a really good kid also.
Oh yeah, and then you guys, like I said, we're gonna put out that interview. You guys can take a listen to it. Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, hit the bell notification button, so you guys don't miss anything with both of our YouTube channels. Because like I said, we have a lot of good content coming, and like I said, this is only the beginning of this. Like, we have another expo to do in June. That's gonna be, I think that one's gonna be heavy hitters, man. Like, that's gonna be a big one, you know. And like, this one was nice. It was chill. We got to hang out with some of the retired players, you know, and get their perspective on what's going on in their lives. And you know, I love the answer like that Shelton gave me in the very beginning when I asked him, you know, you weren't drafted, and he gave a good, just like, really detailed of how his upbringing was in football. You know,
He's a guy, when he was talking, he reminded me of myself, because he's a guy who just works hard. He wants to be the hardest worker. We talked about, he's in that front office. He's in the office 7 days a week. He doesn't take any days off.
Right.
And I just, like, he's talking, I'm I see this guy, like if I'm a boss, like, that's the type of guy I want in my company. The guy who's just gonna work and you know, give it his all every single opportunity he has, and that's what he did. You know, he had to start off in Canada, as he talked about, and then he comes over, eventually gets an opportunity in the NFL and made the most out of it. And then he was telling me off camera, his way to get into scouting was John Gruden wanted to keep him around. So he's like, hey, can you come on the scouting department? Can you come be a scout for us? And he agreed. And then he becomes the director of scouting for the Buccaneers. And then eventually he moves all the way up to become the senior director of player personnel, third in command, like he was saying. He was saying, you will hear in the video here, but when they call the draft players on night number one and throughout the whole draft, at first is Jason, like the general manager, then it's Todd Bowles, and then it's Shelton Quarles. He's up there.
Yeah.
And it's just good to hear a hardworking guy, you know, be able to make the most of his opportunities. It's good to hear.
oh, absolutely. And not only that, like, we got to hear different perspectives, and that's my big thing. Like, because I don't want players to kind of just come in here and say the right things. I want to hear different perspectives, you know. And like Chidi, he hit on a lot of things, and that a lot of people are gonna really love that interview, and there's gonna be people that really don't like that interview, because and this is like the tribalism too. It's like, you have people who hate Todd Bowles, and then you have people who love Todd Bowles, and then it kind of divides us as fans. And like, that's got to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, he's the coach, and we got to roll with it. That's it. You know. And I talked to Chidi about the previous coach that was here that I think should have been the coach, and Chidi hit on some things like that could be wrong with Todd, and you know. But we're gonna save that for you guys, so you guys can go check that out and watch that. But what a day, man! Like, like,
productive.
yeah. Normally, like, I would want to walk the floor a little bit, take a look around what's going on back there. But I mean, it's a productive day. It was an awesome day. So much. I'm like talked out because it was just so much great conversation. You talked about it. You have a little bit of a headache. I have a little bit of a headache. It was fun as you guys get to see all the stuff getting loaded out. There's so much that goes into it, and I think in the next Expo, I think I really want to get into. I might buy like a nice GoPro or something, and kind of do some walk around content, just so everybody out there can kind of see what really goes in, because they don't understand. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this stuff, like this sports memorabilia stuff.
A lot of Bucs fans here today to see Rondé, to see.
We tried to get Rondé. I had a conversation with Rondé. Told him my little story about how I became a Bucs fan. It was nice to meet him. He's just so pressed for time.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what it came down to. But for the most part, I don't know if you guys can see. That's Rondé Barber. Got him to sign the helmet. Ken Dilger, everybody that was on, signed. You know, very cool. Very proud of that. Don't know how I'm going to get this on the plane. Got to figure that out. But I can't complain.
We saw Ken Dilger, the tight end, 6'5", 230, 240, and then we saw Ronde Barber, smaller guy. We're overall smaller frame people here, but we're like, how does this guy was able to cover bigger wide receivers in the league? And he was just that athletic. He was just that good of a guy in coverage that he could keep up with these guys. He's a smaller frame guy. Like we were talking about it, if we were to go up against Ken, and just at the line of scrimmage, we try to just jam him, that wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
But he found a way to make it work in the league, and a guy he kind of reminds me of a little bit. Obviously, Jacob Parrish plays in the nickel position also, but just a smaller guy who can compete with these guys. D'Angelo Pons from Indiana. He's a small corner, 5'8", but they put him at outside corner in Indiana. He's able to, because of his athleticism, he's able to keep up with the bigger wide receivers. He had an insane vertical jump. I think it was 43.5, which is one of the top for cornerbacks in like draft history. It was really good stuff. But just the smaller guys are able to do it too. It's just you gotta be sound in your technique. You gotta have a bit of athleticism too. But just wild seeing him in person.
Oh yeah, well,
he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Speaking of draft, we went through like a little draft simulator. You did it on your phone. I did it on the laptop here. And it's tough to predict these things. But there's a guy you want to.
Which one?
You want to release the pick that you think that the Buccaneers might go in if he's available, or you want to save that?
We can. I speak on for right now. We can speak on and I want you guys to watch the Shelton Quarles interviews. I don't want to give too much.
All right, so we won't do it.
Okay. But watch the Shelton Quarles interview because we allude to some measurements that came out from the combine for certain players and how the Buccaneers front office views these guys with shorter arm lengths. So that's a big concern with a few of these players in the draft, shorter arm lengths. He gives his take on it, and again, he's third in command essentially in the Buccaneers front office, so you get a good idea for how they view these guys with shorter arms. So make sure you watch the Shelton Quarles interview.
That Shelton Quarles, like I said, if you're a diehard Bucs fan, make sure you watch the Shelton Quarles interview we just did. Like I said, and I can't say enough about him because he actually left. He was supposed to do the show.
Oh yeah.
He actually left, and then he said, "Oh, I got to my car and I kind of just turned around because I knew I was supposed to do something." And he goes, "And I remember I had to do a show, so I came back in."
Great guy, man.
Yeah, that meant a lot. So I have a lot of respect for him. And like I said, as a kid growing up in Massachusetts, watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and now just being here and speaking with these guys that I watched on TV, that I rooted for, I wouldn't say it's a dream. It's just more like I feel blessed. I feel like this is very, like, in some ways we deserve this because we work hard covering the team. You do more coverage of the team. I'm more of like, I like to, just do my show and, kind of talk shit a little bit. But I don't know, man. Like, it was so cool to talk to these guys. Like I said, I don't want to ruin it for anybody out there. If you guys tuned in earlier, we kind of gave a little perspective of what's going on with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't even really know how much more we can talk about because, like I said, I've talked so much today that honestly, you know what I'm ready to do? I'm ready to go to a cigar lounge and just smoke a cigar, start editing some stuff, and that's what I want to do. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, one more thing. Again, being productive, being busy is a good thing. We were really productive. We did a really great job today. But one more point on the Shelton Quarles interview. He also talks about how the front office feels right now about Mike Evans' departure and what he believes Emeka Buka can bring to this team moving forward as the future of that wide receiver room. So really good stuff there. A lot of good stuff came from that conversation. It was one of the most solid ones. We did a lot of great conversations. That Shelton Quarles one, I think it's really, really, really solid from start to end. He gives a lot of good information, man. Just a good guy, good person. All of them were good people, but good guy.
We got to meet like a lot of cool people out here. Like a lot of people subscribe to the channel now, like Palm Beach autographs and stuff like that. I did a really cool show yesterday. I had Jake on. Dave Andrewchuk is somebody I interviewed. If you're a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, man, that Dave Andrewchuk, it was a short interview because he had to go. The agent wanted him to leave, and she's like, "Oh, you got 5 minutes with him." He gave me 10 minutes. It's like a rapid Q&A type of deal because I had to rush it. So if it seems a little rushed, I apologize. People don't understand, like, you only have a certain amount of time with these guys. You
They're
know,
pressed on
and,
time,
and,
yeah.
and me and you were talking what we're gonna ask, and sometimes those questions that we want to ask go right out the window, and you got to go off of the time that you have, and you have to kind of pick and choose on the fly what you want. What's up, man? What do you want to say to Buck Nation out there?
I don't know.
Come on, don't be shy, man. You weren't shy all day. Well, how about this? So this young man right here told me about his plan, right? And he's got some goals, and he's got some cards that he had for sale.
What?
What? What are you, stone cold now? How much money did you make?
Today? Or no?
Just all together?
741.
Shit, 741, kid.
Start investing in some stocks. Start.
Yeah, well, not right now
No,
because
you can't.
I'm losing a lot of money in the stock
Oh, yeah.
market right now, and I'm not happy about it. But 741,
You know,
that's pretty good, kid. Not bad.
I made 600 yesterday and 100.
Really? 600 yesterday and 100 today.
No, and 141.
141 today. I have a feeling you might make a little bit more tomorrow because I'm gonna go check out what you got left in your card collection. But you gonna give me a good deal though? No?
You don't get no friend discount.
No friend discount. You know
No
the
friends
friends of
and
your
family
dad.
discount.
No friend discount. Okay. I'm proud to pay. How's
He's a little
that?
hustler,
I
little
said
businessman.
yes.
No, I'm proud to pay. So, you think you're gonna sell some more cards tomorrow?
Yeah.
You almost sold out. No.
Not even
You want to
close.
tell the Bucs what kind of cards are you selling so you can advertise your company? Are you selling Pokemon
He's
cards,
getting camera
basketball
shot.
cards,
Football cards.
football cards? What kind of players did you have that sold out today?
Jack. Oh, that are sold out?
That you sold?
Yeah. What'd you sell?
Oh. A mic, a few mics, a few Jackson darts.
You gotta upcharge those Mike Evans cards a little bit because now he's gone. You gotta. So if it's
Bump
like
up the price
70,
by
yeah,
25%.
if it's like 70, do like 90. He's like, all right. No, man, he had a goal. He crushed his goal.
I sold Mekki.
So how about this? Safe to say you made a lot of money this week so far. You made more money than me.
How much money did you even make this
You
week?
lost money.
I lost money, buddy. I'm in the negative, dude. You.
You're in debt?
You have to
Yeah,
work
I'm in
back just to
debt,
get to
man.
zero. Just to
Yeah.
get to that number 0.
Yeah, man, I'm in debt.
Josh, you would
He's
like
like, you're in
to
debt.
tell the Bucs fans what cards do you have that are still available so if they come out tomorrow, they can buy them from you.
Mike,
More Mike Evans?
Mekki, Rashad.
Oh, Rashad White, now
Rashad
Washington
White.
Commander. We knew that was
Yeah,
going to
Oh,
happen.
I also sold a few Buckies.
Oh,
Two
Bucky
Buckies.
Irvin.
So who's your favorite Buccaneer player right now?
Levante and
What if Levante don't come back? Do you think Levante's coming back?
he retired.
He didn't retire.
Oh,
He hasn't made a decision yet. You think he's coming back?
I hope so.
What about Mike Evans? You hope Mike eventually comes back one day?
Yes.
Well, let me get your input. How did you feel when your dad broke the news to you that Mike was going to be a 49er? Dad, did you cry? No? You upset? So if you had one thing to say to Mike Evans right now, what would you say? Oh, he's gone, buddy. He already signed a contract.
But Amakabuka, how do you feel about Amakabuka? He's a future of the wide receiver.
He has hands.
Yes,
There you go.
Likes
He
it.
has
There you
hands.
go.
You want to close this out here, buddy? No, you don't want to close this out? All right, get out of here, get out of here. I'm going to go check out your cards after, too. All right, guys,
Hey, buddy.
with all that being said, we had a fantastic time here at the 2026. We're not even, well, I'm not done yet. You're done. You actually made a really good contact. We're not going to say what. We're going to keep that.
You know, hopefully things work out. You never know. But yeah, great conversation today. These conversations lead to connections, and yeah.
You're gonna
It's
see.
good to
You're
know.
gonna see this kid for the Bucs real soon. I guarantee you. I can almost guarantee it. With all that being said, guys, make sure you guys go follow Daniel Morales at Fear the Bay. Follow me, Louis, at the Frozen Pirate Podcast. You can catch me on X, Louis FPP, on Instagram, the Frozen Pirate Podcast. You can catch Daniel at
Fear the Bay. So doing the draft series right now, the search. I just uploaded a video yesterday. The running back position. So I'm breaking down the best fits at the running back position for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Really lackluster class, but there's 7 running backs that I would consider drafting if they were to take one this year's draft. Now they have a good room. I just go through every position, and these are players that if they did choose one, I would be okay with them taking.
Right. And like I said, it's a fantastic series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was gonna.
Hey,
It's nice seeing you
buddy.
guys.
Nice seeing
And
you.
What's up, man?
take care. All right.
You too,
buddy.
Again, we had a fantastic time here. Like this was an awesome time. And like I said, that draft series that you're doing, I was gonna start a draft series, but then I got caught up with yours, and I was like, I'm not doing it. Like
It's a lot of late nights though, staying up to 1:30 and it's awesome.
Oh yeah, I know what that's
a lot
like.
of film. When you're a full-time dad and you're a full-time worker, when the nighttime becomes your film time, it's like you know, you got it.
brutal.
Yeah, but it's working. I'm, you know, Shelton Quarles talked about doing something that you love, and he doesn't see his job. He works 7 days a week, but he doesn't see his job as work.
Right.
That's kind of the mentality.
Yeah,
If you want
to be successful.
Yeah.
That's what it takes, and a lot of people out there don't believe in that. But unfortunately, then you wonder why.
Nothing
Like,
comes
why
easy.
don't I have? Like, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? You got to work for it, man. With all that being said, guys, make sure you follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channels, smash the like button, notify, put the bell notification on. I'm so tired.
Yeah. Click the bell notification for Frozen Empire Podcast and Fear the Bay. There's a lot of interviews that are going to come your way pretty soon. You want to know when they're uploaded. We've got a lot of good information, a lot of different takes on the Buccaneers this year. Different takes also. I know this is a polarizing figure, but different takes on Todd Bowles. We had some people like Shelton who really were supportive of Todd, talked about him as a person, talked about what we don't see behind the scenes. For example, when he comes into the office, all these kinds of things, the conversations he has with him. But then we saw the complete kind of opposite a little bit with Chidi, where he talks about, he talks more about Todd Bowles the person and what he thinks that he should do moving forward, and how he felt like after that Falcons game, we kind of went off on the team. What he views as possibly lack of, correct leadership in that area. So different takes on your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, your favorite team here. Make sure you guys make sure you guys subscribe to both channels here, the Frozen Empire Podcast and Fear the Bay. And can't thank you guys enough for watching. And Lou, if you have any final message here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the cigar lounge and smoke a cigar and start editing this stuff so we can get that stuff out to you guys. The Nick Jackson interview, you are not gonna want to miss. There you go. Fire the cannons. Let's go Bucs. Buck fans, don't be sad. Get glad. You can tell.